Hello and welcome back to another Northern Pokemon videos. My name is Professor Joel, and today we get to look at ourselves the Cosmic Eclipse set a week early before it released. We just started getting pre-releases at our local league, so that way we're able to access our product a week early, or up to 2 weeks early for the pre-release, but we get to sell things a week early before street date. So that's pretty cool. It gives you my little Pokemon League at our local game shop a little bit of an edge, so that way we can sell the products a week early and they'll get more attention to their store, and our league gets to grow in the process there. So we got ourselves some packs, and when you host a pre-release, sometimes you get judge packs, and there's 6 for me for the judge packs. But the shopkeepers at Jump City were gracious enough to give me 2 extra build battle kits so I could have a little bit of a treat for hosting this and being such a good Pokemon professor in their eyes, and also I can try to build some decks out of these things to leave at the league so that way the kids can get some cool stuff to play with. Like, we're gonna try to build a deck every pre-release set. Every set coming out will have at least one deck at the shop, hopefully, that will work for them. Anyways, so we got ourselves some packs, we got ourselves some pre-release kits. I'm gonna dig into them. You know the drill. If it's a white code, you guys get the code, and if it's green, well, that's probably not a great hit. So I'll use those codes online. Come check us out on the Pokemon Discord trainers. Sorry, what was that even? Northern Pokemon Discord. We have a little gym league going, and we play online a lot, so if you guys are interested in coming and battling us, getting some pretend badges, and getting some cool cards, getting some code cards there, come check that stuff out. So we have ourselves the creation trio on the case of the box. That slides off. Get ourselves the little baby puff trio on the back. Also, I want to take a quick look there. Inside you'll find a 20 free card evolution pack containing 1 of 4 promos. You'll also have 4 booster packs and a code for the online TCG. I'll be giving out the pre-release codes to people in the Discord. I think I'll have 2 more available for that, and I'm going to be keeping some for myself there because I know I have some other ones I was given. Anyways, we'll crack into these there. Fold this up, get ourselves a little piece of paper that says, hey, how to build a quick pre-release deck. Basically build a 40 card deck, use most of that 20 free card pack, and grab some energies. We get ourselves a promo, we get ourselves the promo Entei. Oh, that actually reminds me, I gotta go grab something. There we go, I had to go find myself my staff promos. I've yet to open them, so we'll just set those aside. Basically, I get a copy of the promos for the pre-release, but mine say staff on them. That's one of the little compensation things you get for being a play Pokemon professor. The only difference is that sometimes these cards are a little harder to find. There might be like 20 of these out in the wild for a given area, but there should only be like maybe 2 for that amount of people for the promo ones for the professors. So that's my little compensation. They're about maybe twice the price and value just because they have a little stamp on it. But we'll go check out this nice little Entei here. Very cool fire doggo with rally back. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out last turn, this does 90 more damage. Very good, very useful for a pre-release too, actually. Comes with a little evolutionary card pack. Crack into that. Get ourselves an Entei. A roller skater, which is a really good card for Malamar decks. If you discard an energy in this way, you can draw 2 more cards. So 4 cards if you discard an energy. Very good Malamar. Some lilies, very staple trainers, Blues Tactics, a Pokemon Communication, very useful card, a Tempig, very good. This is going to be the Fire pre-release kit. The Emboar has a really fun ability where when it evolves, you can discard the top 8 cards of your deck and attach any energy you find there to this Pokemon. So that's really good for a pre-release if you just want to go for this one line. Okay. Get ourselves a Draw Energy, which is a new energy. This card provides 1 colorless energy, but when you attach this to a Pokemon, you get to draw a card. Rika's Hospitality, very useful card, draw. You can only play if you have 4, draw until you have, draw a card for each of your opponent's cards in play, so if they have a full set of 6, then that's 6 more cards for you. Rose is a new card. You can play this card only if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your last turn. Search your deck for a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a basic energy, reveal them and put them into your hand. Wow, that is nuts. I believe Karina, the fighting gym leader from Gen 7, I think it was, she did something similar to that, but for only fighting Pokemon, but that's really cool. Here's this Pokemon Communication again, and a Piplup line. This Piplup is actually pretty strong. It says for free energies, it does 80 damage, and if it's a basic Pokemon, they can't attack during your next turn. Which plays into, keep going, this Piplup here. Direct dive, sorry. Discard all energies to this Pokemon. You can do 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so very good bench sniping attack, okay? 100 damage is really strong. And that leads into our very last evolution piece, the Empoleon with Recall. So for 1 energy, it can use this free energy attack over here, or the free energy attack on the Piplup, so yeah, you can stop them from attacking them if you're basic, or you can just bench snipe for 100 damage, all for 1 energy. You don't need to discard free energy, you just pay the 1 energy for the cost. I think you might have to discard that 1 energy, but discarding 1 is a lot easier than discarding free energy. That's a very cool evolution line. Also, he's one of the only starter Pokemon that is, I think, a metal type actually, so I'm really happy with that. I used him in my Platinum playthrough. Okay. Get ourselves some packs. We got us one of each art, it looks like. Okay. Start off with the Blastoise since we had the Piplup line in there. Crack into these packs. These are my very first pack of Cosmic Eclipse. We'll see what we get out of that. Okay, I don't want to see that code, so I'm just going to place it down. Go forward to the front and discard the energy, so it's free, I guess. Get ourselves a Rotom, neato, and a Rika. Each player may draw up to 3 cards. You draw first. This is kind of a reprint of an old version of Erica, so you can play this card, not draw any cards, they won't draw any cards, and it'll have absolutely no effect except you played your supporter for the turn. Very funny card. Oh, cool, we get ourselves a Jolteon. Speed Cheer. Pokemon GX to play evolve from EV. It has 1 energy less. Wow, that's actually pretty neat. Just make your evolutions take only 2 energies instead of free for an attack. That's actually kind of neat. You get a Kricketot. Ooh, bad. A Ducklet. Helioptile using its electrical charge, like it's just burning off a whole bunch of energy there. A Cosmog, unaware of 1, so this Pokemon cannot become sick. Very neat. Surprise attack. Okay, our reverse for the rare is a Sawsbuck with the Season's Blessing ability. Once during your turn before you attack, you may draw a card. It's the same as Alolan Sand Slash, or Snow Slash as I like to call it. And our rare for the pack is a Kyogre, which is actually a theme deck they're going to be releasing. I'll be trying to pick up 2 of those theme decks so I can A, review them on the channel, and B, use them at the league. I'll probably be putting that Kyogre into that theme deck. Okay, put that away. We go for our next pack. It's going to be a big opening. We have 16 packs, so we might as well speed into it. Okay, hello Passimian. Okay, code card off. Toss the energy. We got a green energy, grass energy. Get ourselves a Guzma Hollow. This is a very useful card. Search your deck for a Stadium card and reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck afterwards. However, if you discard 2 cards when you play this card, you may also find a Pokemon tool and a special energy in this way. So a Stadium, a tool, and an energy all in one shot. Very useful. Get ourselves a Tropicus. I love Tropicus, one of my old favorite Pokemon. Togedemaru, knockoff Pikachu. Passimian, that one's pretty cool. I like that art, just a bunch of Passimians playing ball. Rowlet, very cute art on this one with hide and seek. Neat. Lillipup, very cute. Squirrel, a Pikachu. That's actually a really sick looking Pikachu. That's really cool. Going into the collection. A reverse Helioptile, and the rare for the pack is a Blastoise and Piplup GX regular art. Ah, that's really neat. That's actually on the very first artwork that I pulled. So here's a code card for you guys in the audience. Sorry, it's upside down, makes it a little bit difficult. Don't ask how I ripped that. So we got ourselves a Blastoise and Piplup GX with Splash Maker. Does 150 damage. You may search your deck for up to 3 energy cards. Sorry, my bad, not your deck. You may attach up to 3 energy cards from your hand to the Pokemon name which way you like. You can heal 50 damage for those for each energy you attach in this way, so that's really cool. Nice little revival. And we also have Bubble Launcher GX. This does 100 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, if this does, so it has at least 3 extra water energy attached to it, this attack does 150 more damage. But what can survive 250 damage and also not get knocked out? That's an interesting attack. I don't see how useful that would be, but it's very cool, especially for those Blastoise fans out in the audience. Here's another pack here. Crack into it. Okay. Just gonna go down here. Toss the fire energy. Get ourselves an Rowlet, a little sea creature, a little sea crab thing, a Demise, Seaweed Grab. Put a trainer card from your discard pile in your hand. Interesting. Kricketune with a wall of text. Basically, it says that if it has 1 card in your hand, it does 100 more damage. If you have 3 cards in your hand, your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. And if it has 6, it does 30 damage to all the bench. So that's like an interesting little bench thing, Tapu Koko kind of thing. But I don't see this being that playable. But what a wall of text on that. I just summarized it. Rowlet, a Piplup, and a Alolan Vulpix with Snowed In. I'm pretty sure we had this before, actually. As long as Pokemon's in your bench, prevent all damage to your attack. Okay, so prevent damage. I feel like we had the Snow In before. It sells a cute little Rowlet. Rockruff. I've seen this picture before where there was like a Moonga, not a Moonga, but this little Dream Eater Pokemon here, and this little charm. I feel like I've seen this before. Get ourselves a Snuffle, nice fall setting, it's fall here. Get ourselves a JoJo with Raging Claws, and a Draga with the Poison Cultivation. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poison, put 10 damage counters on it in between turns. That's a very neat card. My friend was trying to suggest I use that for a deck, but didn't quite work out for the other parts of the deck, so I don't think it's going to work out in total. And we'll go into the last pack for the side, or for these little pre-release kit, but we still have 6 more packs, so we'll see if we can't get some more cool stuff. Okay, code card down. Toss the Grass Energy. He also has a Type Null, very cool. Air Slash, discard an energy card from this Pokemon for 50. That's a little sharp. Oh, perfect, I was really hoping to get these. The Island Challenge, yeah. Ah, sweet, I was really hoping to get this, the Island Challenge Amulet. The GX or EX Pokemon this gets attached to has 100 less HP when knocked out. When it's knocked out, it takes one fewer prize cards. So I'm hoping to attach this to my Scizor GX card. Attach maybe a Rainbow Energy to hit it so that it's just about 100, or use Shrine of Punishment, something like that. And the idea is I'll activate its ability, where you can do an extra, I think it's 80 damage. So for free energy, I'll be doing something like, I don't know, 280-ish damage. We'll see. Looks cool. I'm very happy to get this. Get an Erica again. A Sneasel. With an agility attack. Natu. Trap Pinch. A Spheal. A Simeon. Frig yeah! Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I actually got myself the Pikachu full art with red. Ah, that is amazing. This is the first time in the games where red was meeting Pikachu for the first time from Professor Oak, and I'm just so excited to get this as a reverse holo spot rare. So we're gonna give yourself a code card on that one. And our ad is really cool. I'm very happy to get that. And a Trevenant with Perplexed Forest. You may have your opponent's active Pokemon switch to the bench Pokemon shall you pick. Nothing too special, but let's actually find that Blastoise that's buried away. So we got 2 hits out of that little pre-release kit. I think I'm a little bit more excited about the Pikachu. I also want to get a couple more of the full art trainer cards. And we'll just clean up the base 1 second. Set these off aside. Oop. That Hala and Guzma is also something I was looking forward to. Okay. So we have ourselves some loose packs over here. I think we'll go for 30 of these. You know what? Actually, let's check out this thing first. Yeah, let's check this out. So we get some little staff promos. This is my little bit of compensation I get for hosting a pre-release. That and some judge packs. And if the store is extra generous, they usually will give you like a little kit or something. But that's not a rule. That's just a little nice thing that Jump City was done for me, because we love each other. We have such a good thing going here. Okay, so we got ourselves a Buzzwole. I'm actually very excited for the Buzzwole Beast Boost. This attack does 20 more damage for each prize card you've taken. My idea is if you put this in expanded with Lurantis with the Sunny Days ability, you can end up boosting this damage up to quite a lot, up to like 280 I think was the absolute max I could potentially get this to. So 280 would be able to take out a tag team Pokemon one shot, so I'm very excited for that. We have ourselves an Entei staff promo, very cool with Rally Back, does an extra 100, it does an extra 90 damage if something gets knocked out. We also have ourselves the Phony. This is a really good card with the Whirlpool Suction. Once during your turn, you may discard this card. Put this card in the bottom of your deck and discard all cards on it. You're allowed to switch your opponent's bench Pokemon. Did I get to choose? You may have your opponent switch there. So they get to choose, but that might help to set them back somehow. Plus, if you go to the bottom of your deck, you won't deck out. You can always just redraw this card, infinite, not decking out. Very nice. And the last one, the one people are most hyped about, is the Baby Blacephalon with Fireworks Bomb. Put 4 damage counters on your opponent's your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. If your opponent has exactly 3 prize cards remaining, I can butcher in this one today, put 12 instead. So if you put this mid-game, you can just sprinkle a whole bunch of damage and just potentially knock out a lot of things. A lot of things that are weak, like 60 HP Pokemon, basic Pokemon, or just finish off the things that are really big that ran to the bench. Very useful, very cool card. Nice little alternate art for that. Yeah, all the promos from the pre-release kits are alternate art. I'll get a little cardboard stock here. This is my very first set of pre-release or staff promos, so I'm very happy to get those. And let's just crack into some more packs. Code card down. Usually 4 to the front, but I'm going to start perhaps doing the 3 to the front. Wonder what the new Sword and Shield set will be doing. We have ourselves Ambipom, very nice. This one has Bye Bye Throw. It does 60 damage, discard 2 cards from your hand, and then this does 60 damage for each card you threw away in this manner. This is similar to the, give me a second, the Gold Duck that said discard 2 water energies, do 60 damage for each one, but this is colorless so it can fit in any deck, and yeah, just also double colorless energy or some type of other energy that might be able to get you more than one energy card. Very neat. Here's also the Gold Duck. Speak of the devil. We have ourselves Energy Loop, does 80 damage, put an energy card attached to this Pokemon into your hand, so it sets you back an energy turn. We got a Will, this one's neat. The next time you flip a coin, you get to decide for, next time you flip a coin for the effect of an attack ability trainer card this turn, choose heads, you get to choose heads or tails on the flip effect. It will not work with the Slowpoke and Slowbro 10 coin flips, you only get to pick one, but very neat regardless. A Tangela, just bouncing in the marsh here. A Duskull, which is one of the theme deck exclusive, or one of the pre-release decks options. Spirit Born Evolution. Once during your turn, you may discard 3 cards from this card. You can search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from this Pokemon and put it on there, then shuffle your deck. I don't know if you can do that on your first turn or you have to wait a turn. I think you get to do it on your first turn. It just cheats the evolution a bit, so that's very neat. Get ourselves a Time Pool with a knitted kind of thing, but you get all soaking wet with all this moisture here. Here's also a Purple Up Neo, a Cosmog with Ascension. Search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon, put it on there, shuffle your deck afterwards. We get ourselves a Reverse Trainer or Will, very cool. And the rare for the pack is a Scotland. Oh, really neat. Look at that. Look at the giant mustache on that Pokemon. And Arf Arf Bark. What an interesting name for an ability. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your cards from play, you may discard an energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. What a trolly little thing. Just, hey, discard 2 energies over time. We also have Overrun for 100 in damage. This attack does 30 more damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so a little bit bench damage. That is very neat. That is a very cool card. And that is worth a code card to you guys since it is a holo or better. There you go. Sorry it's upside down, make it a little tricky for you guys. Okay, keep cracking into packs. I'll set that in the back. That Pikachu though is really nice. That's probably my favorite thing so far. The wheel is also really nice. I'm just gonna... Wheel, you just go there. Okay, we're gonna keep cracking into the packs. We have ourselves about 8 more packs or so. Sorry about the little pause, there was a little bit of noise issue, so we're gonna just slip that code card off. Forward to the front, or free to the front, toss an energy. Who's that? What's the energy is going to be? I think it's going to be a water energy. Ah, no, it's a weak. Okay, so it's a weakness to it. Here's another Golduck, very neato. Pangor, a Heracross, love Heracross. Riled Horn, 50 damage. If your opponent has any tag teams in play, this does 70 more damage. Very neat, but that energy cost is a little extreme. You can't use triple boost energy because it only goes on evolution Pokemon, I believe, and disappears at the end of the turn, but that's pretty neat there. I'll give it some point for that. Squirrel, rest in peace, said passed away PokeTuber. He didn't pass away, mind you, he stopped posting. Yeah, I remember back that from a couple years ago. Here's also a neat little Pikachu, a Snuffle, Pawniard, a Litleo. I'm gonna have to be giving that to my wife since she loves Lion King and Lion type Pokemon. Oh, neat! We get ourselves an Ends Resolve Reverse. I'm happy about that. Discard the top 6 cards of your deck. If any of those are energy cards, attach them to one of your bench Dragon Pokemon. Very neat. I'm actually very happy with that. And the rare for the pack is a Bravery. I'm gonna put that Ends Resolve up there. That's something I consider. Where do I put it though? It's just I'm running out of space back here. Okay, I'll just put it back there. And we get ourselves a Bravery, which has Arrow Fall for 140 damage. Discard 2 energies from this Pokemon. I feel like if you use Super Boost Energy, you might be able to get away with saying, oh, that Super Boost Energy counted as free, but it also has to get rid of it by the end of the turn, so you might be able to cheat that energy cost a bit. Okay. Our last, well, not our last of this pack, but one of our free last of this packs there. Okay, crack open. This is so much fun opening up this set a week early. This is the first time I've ever opened up Pokemon cards early, so I'm very happy with that. Toss the Grass Energy over there. Get ourselves a Tropicus. We're going to attach that energy back to the Tropicus and put it down there. Tokidamaru, we see a little pattern. Absol, very neat. I'm going to be trading this away to one of my friends there who loves Absol cards. Ominous News, discard a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. And Dirty Throw, 70 damage, discard a card from your hand. If you can't discard a card, this does nothing. Interesting, you're going to just throw a Pokemon card at him. Pretty sure that's banned. A Trapinch, a Spheal, a Simeon, Rowlet, Lillipup, a Pancham Reverse, And the rare for the pack is a phony with the Whirlpool Seduction again. And here I get to show you guys a little bit of the difference here. When you get a pre-release promo, it's slightly different art, but again, this is supposed to be a card that everybody's been looking for because it's going to have could be very useful. It's one of those things you just maybe hold on to if you have the chance to get some. So I'll set that aside, and that's that for loose pack. There's 3 more over here, but I'm just going to take a second to clean up the base. Those Pokemon too, and I'll organize all these code cards. And yeah, I get some code cards for myself though. I mean, you play these online there. Come check out a little online gym league there where I got a few decks in the making, and we're having a little bit of fun with it. So please come on and check it out. We have ourselves 3 more loose packs and 4 in the box. So we'll go to the box, I think. We'll end it with these 3 packs. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of a bigger video because we have a lot. Ooh, dang, I just totally destroyed that. Oh well, a little piece of tape will repair it. These deck boxes are good for keeping bulk in, also good for making little theme decks at, League, so you leave some cards there. A little slip. Definitely have to tape that up or something, a little glue popped off. Come on, Buzzwole. We get ourselves another Entei promo. It's still pretty good though. These promos are pretty neat. So we're gonna sell another evolutionary pack with Entei. It's probably gonna be the exact same cards, but I will be cracking into it for making a deck at the League. It's probably gonna be an Entei slash what's Emboar line? Not Emboar line, but well, actually there is Emboar probably in here. It's probably the Emboar, and oh no, we got the Dusknoll pack. Okay, well, let's take a quick second there. So you get us a bunch of other trainers. We got Red's Challenge, which is different because we had Blue's Challenge in the last one, or whatever the blue one's, Blue's Tactics. You can only play this card if you discard 2 cards from your hand. Shuffle, switch your deck for a card and put it in your hand. Okay, neat. Rika. We get ourselves a 10 pig line with the Emboar, so I'm going to be making a little Emboar theme deck for the kids at League. Awesome. We get ourselves a Roxy. That's something kind of neat. I'd love to get the special Pokemon version of her with her coughing. With Roxy, it says if you discard 2 Pokemon that weren't Pokemon GX or EX, you get to draw a card free for each card you discard in this way. So you discard 2 cards, you get yourself a little draw mechanic that gets you 6. On top of that, if you discard her coughings and wheezings, you end up getting a bit of splash damage. I think it's like 10 to everything on your opponent's side of the field. A Cynthia, very good staple trainer. Nice to see a bunch of these. Blue's Tactics, Pokemon Communication, and a Dusknoll line. So the one that cheats the ability. Okay, Duskull. I really like Duskull. It was one of my old favorites back in Gen 3. 3 of those. Dusclops, which I thought was a little weird how his arms are in the back but his hands are in the front. Pretty spooky. And it blends into our Dusknoir with the Grim Marking. When this Pokemon gets knocked out, you get to put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. It also has Psych Up for 60 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon Psych Up does an extra 60 damage, so you do 120 the next turns after. And we get a couple of those and a code card, which I will be giving out on the Discord. So come check that out. First person to say Pokemon, let's see, what would be the phrase for that? Cosmic Eclipse pre-release code. Say that on the Discord, you get yourself that code card. Okay. Set that aside. We got ourselves our last packs here. I'll just put these ones in the pack. Get ourselves a nice little Blastoise, our first GX out of this opening. Oh, that was really squeaky. Okay, flip it to the front. Code card goes off to the bottom. Discard the energy. It's a metal type this time. Cool. Get ourselves a Roller Skater, very useful card. Like I said, pretty good Malamar. If you discard yourself a Psychic Energy, you get to draw 4 cards. Very good. Get ourselves a Clefairy. Nice. What does this one do? Doll Swap. 60 damage. If you put this, okay. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. If you do, find up Lily's Pokédoll from your hand as your new active Pokemon. Okay, so that's neat. You just do a little bit of damage, and then you use a Doll card, which is a very useful card, as like a Meat Shield. Very neat. Just block a turn damage. And doesn't take a prize card when it gets knocked out, so it's pretty cool. The Ambipom with the Bye-Bye Fro, a Drillburt, a Swirlix, a Dot, a Woobat. Actually, that's a really nice artwork on the Woobat. Woobat doesn't get a lot of that. A Woobat. Get ourselves a Ducklet. A Swoobat, Supersonic, and Charming Stamp. It has like a little nose press stamp thing where it can make like a little heart shape, I guess. Your opponent chooses one of their own Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to that Pokemon. Very neat, very cool. And our rare for the pack is a Natu with Creepy Wind and Life Drain. Flip a coin. If head, put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until there is 10 remaining. Oh, you know what? That would pair very nicely with Will. Okay, so what you do is maybe get a Shrine of Punishments. Get a Natu on the bench, attack, have Will say yes, the coin flip his heads, and then have Shrine of Punishments take the knockout. that's a very interesting little cheese deck. I'm going to put that aside and try to make that online. I know I'm a big fan of that too, but I think I'm going to try making that deck. So here sells a Cosmic Eclipse pack here. Another one. I mean, of course, they're all Cosmic Eclipse. Okay, code card down. Forward to the front, or actually toss the energy. Oh, just hit my nice little staff from Blast Cephalon. That's bad on me. Okay, we got ourselves a Krylia, Hypnosis and Spiral Kick. We got ourselves another Roller Skater, Fairy, a Lone Snowshrew, Ponyta. Everybody see that new Ponyta from the Sword and Shield? Very nice. Okay, so Sunkiss. Sunkiss doesn't get a lot of love. I haven't seen a Sunkiss card in years. Here's ourselves a Cosmog, a Psyduck, a Pyroar Reverse. That's awesome. It's not even a rare too, and I'll be giving this to my wife there. She likes collecting Lion King type stuff, so she's gonna get this nice little Pyroar. And our rare for the pack is a Crabominal with Solid Shell. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage and a Freezing Punch. If there's any water Pokemon attached to it, it does 80 more damage. Very neat, very neat. That's actually pretty strong. I'm not sure how to accelerate all three of those energies, but for 160, that's pretty good. Okay, keep cracking. Squeaky, it's when they bend forward and then you try to pull it back is when it makes a lot of noise. I try to keep the noise a little down when I'm doing the openings, so I don't want you guys to get like rest in peace earphone moments. Code card goes down. Forward to the front, you get yourselves an energy. I mean, yeah. You get yourselves a Zangoose, but I'm more of a Viper fan. I love my snakes. Brutal Edge. This attack does 10 damage for each damage counter your Pokemon. So yeah, if it does 20 and they're already damaged, it does more damage. It's kind of like a reverse Outrage attack. Very neat. Get yourselves a Vaporeon with Vital Cheer. When your GX Pokemon play the evolve from Eevee, get 60 more HP. Wow, that's actually really neat. Just have it's kind of hard to get all those Pokemon. The Vaporeon, give me a second, the Jolteon, and I imagine there must be a Flareon in this set to get all three of those on the bench and help out your active Pokemon, but there is smaller EVs that aren't GXs, and there is the bigger GX maybe that might work. Okay, keep going. Get yourselves a Tag Call. I'm pretty sure this is a very valuable card. Search your deck for up to 2 tag team cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck afterwards. So you can actually get yourself 2 tag team Pokemon. It's just like just a free search Pokemon for that. Also, it works with the tag team trainer cards. So I'm very happy to get one of these. These things are probably gonna be like a $5 card at least. Okay, we'll keep going. Get yourselves a Baby Jojo. Get yourselves a Deerling eating a flower, checking out a flower. Golurk, very neat. A Dewpider. An Ambipom. A reverse Lunala. That is a sick holo. I've seen some people pull this from the pre-release. Very cool. I think I really like the reverse on this. The eyeballs and whatnot. Very cool. And our rare for the pack is a Seismic Toad, which is something I haven't seen before. So let's just take a second to look into this. Bulldozer. Once you return before you attack, you may search your deck for a card. Shuffle your deck and put that card on top. Okay, so it's pretty much like a worse version of Cargo Mail. And Tremendous Fist. It says this attack does 30 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. That's kind of weird. You just cook your own team a bit and then use Seismic Toad to hit for a couple hundred or like 150 or so. Very neat. Let's set that down. Okay, we got ourselves 4 more packs to this opening. Sorry it's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, people. But hey, we get to access this stuff early, so that's cool. Also, I'm a professor, support me. Jokes. Put that code card down. By watching my content, I mean, that's how I mean. Yep. So we go get ourselves a Psychic Energy, a Kricketune, a Dhelmise, an Island Charm. Sweet, I got a second one of these. I'm gonna put that aside. Got ourselves a Tangela, a Duskull, a Timebo, a Piplup, Cosmog, a Reverse Jojo, cool. And our rare for the pack is a Glade. Glade, Ice Fang. This does 30 damage. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And discard an energy card from that Pokemon. That could probably work with Will a little bit too, just to say. And we have Frosty Typhoon. Does 120 damage. Your Pokemon can't use Frosty Typhoon during your next turn. So you might be able to just stun them for a turn and then finish them off with the Icy Typhoon. Okay. Out of these 16 packs, we only got ourselves 2 really, really good hits, so we're getting kind of, I hope we get something cool in the next one. We're going down to our last 2 cards. These are from the booster box. Okay. Code card down. Ooh, I saw a white just there. Okay. Or to the front, we'll just do it the normal way, I guess. Here, oh, I see an edge. I see some edgy. We get ourselves a Fire Energy, a Cynthia and Caitlyn. This is very neat. Put a support card from your discard into your hand. You can't put Cynthia or Caitlyn into the card, or a card that was discarded with its turn, so you can't like discard a trainer, a support card and get it back. But when you play this card, you may discard another card from your hand if you do draw free cards. Very interesting. Give yourselves an Iggly buff with a baby ability, Sleeping Voice. Once during your turn before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent active Pokemon is now asleep. You can use this ability whenever your turn starts. So when you use this ability, your turn ends. Give yourselves another Will. A Wilmer, Ponyard, Togedemaru, a Trapinch, very cool, Fabebe, another Trapinch, and our rare for the pack is a Wishy-Washy GX. Oh no, this is probably not a great pull, there's to say. Give yourselves Wishy-Washy GX with Schooling Storm, does 20 damage. This attack does 20 damage for each of your Wishy-Washy and Wishy-Washy GX in play. Also, Massive Catch GX. Look at the top 12 cards of your deck. Put any number of bench Pokemon you find there onto your bench. I mean, you're limited to 6, mind you, or sorry, 5 in total, so it's not the greatest, but yeah, very neat. One more hit, I guess that's a code card. It doesn't feel like a real hit. Oh well, we're down to our last 2 packs. We'll see if we get anything else neat. Mind you, all this stuff was free to me, so I can't really complain or anything, but it's just really good to, get some cool stuff like that. And again, a week early, that's just amazing. Put the code card down. Or the front. Flick off that energy. Give ourselves a Flareon with the powerful cheer. The attacks of your Pokemon GX do 30 more damage to your active Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, so that's how that works. You basically get 60 more HP, 1 less attack cost, which I think is the best one, and 30 more damage. I think the attack cost one is a little bit better though for the Jolteon. Here's another Roller Skater if you got a playset of those now. Clefairy, Growlithe Grimer. What's Alolan Grimer? Your Nasty Goo. Flip a coin. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Neat. Hits. Magnemite with Mirror Shot. This does 10 damage. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack does not happen. So, yeah, just, hey, I'm too shiny. You can't see me. You can't hit me. An EV with Lead. Search your deck for a supporter card. Put it in your hand. A Fabebe. A Sneasel. A Reverse Sylveon. Neat. Let's check this out. Take a look at this. Sorry. Getting a little long in the mouth here. A long video. Moonblast. This does 30 damage. The camera had to cut because it was filming for too long, but here we go. We have ourselves Sylveon, and we have Moonblast. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon's attacks do 30 less damage to Pokemon, and we love Pulse. Does 80 damage. If you play a tag team supporter card from your hand this turn, this does 80 more damage. Wow, that's pretty neat. With one of the Flareon bench, you're doing 210 or so for free energy cost. That's pretty neat. And our rare for the pack is a Sunflora, which is another card that doesn't get a lot of love in the Pokemon TCG, but I always like Sunflora. I have fond memories going to the Safari Zone and catching Sunflora back in Heart Gold. Or no, not Heart Gold, but Gold regular. So we're down to our very last pack. Hopefully we can get some last pack magic. Or, we'll see what happens. Okay. That goes down, hide that. Forward to the front. Give ourselves a Fighting Energy. Ends Resolve. I'm a while with Dual Calling. Search your deck for up to 2 tag team Pokemon cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck afterwards. Very good. Give us a Flareon with the powerful cheer, a Sandygast, Steel, a Cottony with Lost March, which actually might have Lost March come back and see Resurgence. This attack does 20 damage for each of your Pokemon except Pokemon's Prism Star in the Lost Zone. So yeah, you can actually scale up to a lot of damage with that. We'll give us a Rowlet, seems to be 2 in the set, a Phantom, a Piplup Full Art card, that's very neat. And our last, so actually it has the Bubble Hold, but does 8 damage if it's a basic Pokemon, they can't attack next turn, very neat. My second one, I'm actually really trying to get the Magnemites, the Steelix, the Coughing, and what was the last one? We got Pikachu, which is the best one in my opinion, and there's one more that I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think it was another Psychic Pokemon. Oh, the Mimikyu, yes, the Mimikyu. And our last card, our last rare for the pack, is a Ursaring regular rare. Not the craziest of pulls, but we did get some pretty cool stuff. Take a quick look here. Some things that I got from this. Also, before we do that, I'm going to take a quick look at some of the things that we got trades there last week. Get ourselves a shiny Magnemite in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I actually had myself a shiny Magnemite. We get ourselves a Windpod to go with the Glycopod that I traded for a couple weeks back. A Buzzwole, shiny Pokemon. Steel Energy, that's reversed. A Weakness Guard Energy Secret Rare. And also, check out your local Pokemon Leagues. They're just going to do a little shout out for that. Come to the Pokemon Leagues, you're able to get yourself promo cards like this. They have a little stamp on it. Usually it's a very useful card that you can find. This one, for instance, says search your deck for a basic grass or a grass energy and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. I picked up a playset for me and my wife because we're two people of the league. I'm gonna be keeping my code card so that I can use online, but she doesn't play online. She said she'd give this code card to you guys. So there you go. Somebody gets those nest balls as an unlock. Okay, and we'll check out the one more little recap for this there. Get ourselves a wishy-washy, which isn't the greatest pull. I wish it would have been something a little bit more than a wishy-washy, that's all I'm saying. Get ourselves a staff phony, a staff Entei, staff Buzzwall promo, a Blastoise, a Piplup, and then Resolve Reverse, which is kind of nice. A Piplup Full Art. Get ourselves a Lunala Reverse, a Scotland Hollow, a Pikachu meeting Red for the first time, and Red meeting Pikachu for the first time, vice versa with Nuzzle. Very cool. An Island Challenge Amulet. I have two of these in the piles here. Very useful card. Gonna try making a deck with it online and in person. A Tag Call. And lastly, a staff, little Blacephalon here. A little piece of paper. Well, thanks for watching on Northern Pokemon Openings. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Here's another code card for someone in the audience. And check out our Discord. We're trying to build a little community on there. Come have some battles with us. Come talk about deck ideas. And I'll catch you all later. Peace. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps us grow on YouTube. Bye!